Hey everyone, this is Ray from the Fandom Realm, and I'm here to give you my out of the theater reaction to Wakanda Forever, the new Black Panther movie from Marvel. And I'm going to say I'm going to try not to spoil much, if anything, here, but if you're watching this, just be warned, okay? First off, I've got to say I'm very mixed on this movie right now, just coming out of it. There's a lot of really good things I liked about the movie, but I really felt like this story was a bit contrived on Marvel's part. With that, the conflict between Wakanda and Namor, I thought it just didn't seem to be really realistic to me, or anything that would actually happen in the Marvel universe. They were both actually sort of looking for the same thing. And so I'm a little disappointed with the story, but overall, the acting was absolutely phenomenal. You had, of course, Angela Bassett. I love Angela Bassett. She's one of my favorite actresses in any role that she's in. And she did a great job playing the Queen. And with that, Letitia Wright as well, of course, playing Shuri. And I'm not going to talk about anything else with what happened with Shuri, but they did a great job, I thought. And I can never remember the actress's name that plays the general of the Dora Milaje, but she did an excellent job. They just all did an excellent job acting. I cannot complain any about the acting in this movie. Now, with that, basically, they do an explanation of what happened to the Black Panther, to T'Challa, and I think they did him good. I think it was very respectful, and they were not trying to make him go out and die a big hero or something. So I think you'll like the way they ended up taking him out. There is a very important mid-credit scene. You're going to want to stay around to watch that. It is extremely big, possibly for the Marvel Universe in the future, having to do with T'Challa. The other thing that I'm thinking of right now is, I really like the music overall. I like the cinematography. I thought it helped with the telling of the story. So with that, I didn't have a big issue. Again, my biggest issue just goes back to this whole story and how sort of contrived it felt to me. I mean, really, Marvel, and this may be a spoiler for some people, but, you might want to skip ahead a few seconds. But Marvel, are you really putting together and making some type of plans where the world, led by the United States, France, and other countries like that, are actually going to go in and try to colonize and take vibranium from an African nation in Wakanda? Are you serious? Is that actually even something you've thought about? It's not a good idea. It is completely and totally stupid. So with that, I hope that just sort of floats out there and goes somewhere, because it is one of the dumbest ideas I've ever seen. And I really hope they don't go and do that. Along with Wakanda, I can't really say much more. I don't want to really go out and spoil much for you, but there's just issues with this story. I just didn't like it that much. But overall, the movie I thought was pretty good. I'd probably give it a B, and I can't really go any higher because I really did not like that story at all. And with that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else big that I want to point out to anybody that's going to go see it. It is 2 hours and 40 minutes, but I think they needed about every minute of it. They may have been able to cut out a few minutes here and there, but I think it wasn't something they needed to do for the movie. I never found myself wondering, hey, is this going to end or not? And that's a good thing. But overall, out of the theater, like I said, I have very mixed reactions to this movie. I'm probably going to see it again at some time and try to decide a little bit more about what's going on with it. But overall, right now, just out of the theater, I'm going to give it a B. I think if you go watch it, you'll probably enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. It's emotional. There's some humor here and there. Good character development. It just comes down to the story. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel in a couple days. I may or may not do a longer review, more in-detail review of the movie. If I do, it will be out sometime later next week. And with that, make sure you're going to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and as always, comment below. And I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.